Hello everyone, this is Purvangi Shukla. I am a positive psychologist and an author. Welcome to Self-Development Program. Now we are hitting very soon 2024 and we have a very few days left with us about 2023. So before we start with a new year, before we start with a new day tomorrow, let's talk today about certain important things which gives you a very energetic life, which gives you a happiness and blissful life, so that every day is the best day for you. There are so many people around this world and who are being affected by so many life circumstances. They are being affected by the external factors of their life because they are not deliberately selecting something, they are not deliberating putting thoughts over on which they feel good and they can increase their feel good factor. So what will happen, slowly and gradually they deprive in their energy, they deprive in their creativity, they deprive because they are so tired and have, the fatigue is the mental disturbance is only their life. As I'm actually meeting lots of people, and I have been through lots of people around surrounding also, those who are facing mental disturbance almost on a daily basis. As a psychologist, of course, I'm getting those kind of people as well, those who want to be successful and they are successful also, but still they are not happy. So, what causes? What cause a human being not to be happy? And we are so much worried about our life. We are so much worried about certain circumstances which will happen in future, and we stuck either into the tension, anxiety, depression of the futuristic thing, or maybe we have a past resentments. Means we are not living in our current life. So let's today talk about this self-discipline program. This whole program I have been specially created for you guys and for people who really want to accomplish something in their life, those who really want to be happy, those who really actually feel that I can deliberately select whatever the emotions I am feeling right now and I'm not depending for my happiness on this external world. So let's start with the self-discipline program, and I hope you will get all the answers, and maybe you get some answers for your queries. You may learn new things as well from this program, and to actually listen me more about various of subject on the mental awareness or the mental health, definitely you can click on the subscribe button, or maybe you can also like, you will get my updates on a regular basis. So let's start. First of all, the most important program of the self discipline. So in self development program, the first and foremost thing is about self commitment. I know we have lots of impulsive behaviors, we have impulsive desires also, and we want to leave most of the time the pleasurable time. What will happen that because we want to give most of the time the pleasure, most of the time we want to find some happiness in some minute things, like some things, or maybe we want to find happiness and the bliss state in not real terms but in a fake terms, and which is psychologists always call a new normal. If you can say, if you can just hear the new words, it's an hedonic adaptation. We actually buy new thing, new car, maybe new house, or maybe something new. We feel so satisfied for just a few days, but then afterwards that new will become a normal. Why? Because our neurons are trained in a way that we are being used to with that thing, and then we take it that thing is a granted. So if you want to be a self disciplined, first of all you need to understand the self commitment. If you commit yourself, if you really want to prove something to yourself, means if you are honest with yourself, you can be honest with any other person. Like we just want, if I am asking you to be go for a walk for 45 minutes, and that is on a daily basis. But you feel after your office hours that I'm so tired, and I want to just sit in front in a couch and sitting in a very relaxed posture, just because my day was very tough, and I'm not feeling like that I should go away, because I'm feeling so tiredness in my body that I don't want to go for a walk for a 45 minutes. Not even I don't want to talk anyone. I can understand that. But you need to give a self commitment to yourself that you are definitely do something for your physical health, for your mental health. You need to ask yourself daily a question. There are three important questions you may ask for, and you may definitely write those questions in a journal so that you can improve your self discipline. You can not punish yourself if you won't be able to follow, but also you can see the things why you can't be followed. Most of the depressive people or the anxious people have an issue that they want to be isolate themselves. They don't want to talk. They don't want because they are not feeling confident, and this is not an abnormal thing. Remember it. The most important part, what you have to do is you have to give a self commitment. The self commitment is one of the thing that you act, you control on your overthink. How you can control over your overthink? That you can just work on your most important task, or if you don't work, or if you have some interest in your life, some hobbies you have developed or you haven't developed yet, so you are going to just find out those skills in you, and you start working to develop those hobbies, interest, passion in your life, so that slowly and gradually you fall into the routine of your life. Most of the depressive people and the anxious people have a sleep issue. They are going to bed by 2 or 3 o'clock at night, and they can't wake up in the morning by 10 or 11. So most of the time I have found that their sleep cycle has been disturbed a lot, and that is the only reason they are unable to reach to the level of their productivity. So this is the point where you have to self commit yourself that you are going to sleep by 10 and you wake up by 6. If you are following this simple routine of sleeping time to wake up time, you will hold your day in your life. So give a commitment before you a self discipline, before you learn the self discipline. Give a self commitment, and you, if you break the commitment, means you can't commit, or maybe you are not honest with any other person in this world. So you are the only person, you need to be honest with it. Learn honesty with yourself, and then be honest with the outside world. So, second important point. The second important point is all about practice the confidence. I know it's too tough when you are actually craving for the tasteful dish in front of you, and your impulsive desire tells you that just eat it right now, and then later on we will see about the weight. If you are actually want to lose your weight, or maybe you want to become something, or you want to create something for your life, or you just want to create your healthy life standard by following the routine, you may face lot of hurdles in your life, because your body, because your mind has been habituated with the old habits, and to install the new habits is something very challenging. So practice confidence on a daily basis. Now, how would you practice your confidence? So to practice the confidence, first of all, you must know that which are the things which gives you the most challenging task in your life, and which are the important actions you can't do, and you just enjoy sitting in a corner and not doing anything. So to have the confidence, what you have to do is just go and have that action to be done. Just do it. It's the logo of Nike. We all know this. Just do it means a sports person cannot think about a medal. A sports person daily on daily basis not think about to be a winner, because they are also losing in many of the matches, in many of the games. But ultimately, they be something within them, and that is called a self satisfaction, self confidence. To win the self confidence, you have to just do it. Once you just do it, you will be able to find that within the beneath of the fear, beneath the problem, there is always lies an opportunity. Beneath the fear, there is always a part of your learning, self learning, waiting for you to just conquer yourself and just to see by just doing it. So, self confidence is a muscle. You have to practice it on daily basis. Now, how can you do that? Now, if you are having some difficult call or difficult customer to talk about, and you are prolonging such things or such actions since so long, one day you need to face that person either forcefully, or that person will come to you and you have to answer that. So why don't you take a call, and why don't you make a choice that today I'm going to attend that difficult task. If you attend once the difficult task, you will be a self-confident, because you start learning about yourself. You start looking within yourself, something is improving in you. Something is going to be changed, and you are definitely develop the new habits to do the actions rather just to do an overthinking. So, self confidence, practice it daily. Whatever you don't like to do, or your impulsive desire tells you to do this thing which you can't control, you can't have the self control, just go and have it, do it, and achieve the most important task, which is called the self satisfaction.
That, and let's have the third important point, which I want to draw an important attention, and I want your attention here so that you will be able to understand about the self image and the self faith. Have a faith in yourself, and faith is something, been researched by a positive psychologist most, because if you really want to achieve confidently, you really want to become something in your life, you really want to, you want to be happy in your life, first and foremost thing, you must have a faith within you. And faith is something comes from the prayer. Yes, prayer is something. If you have an issue, I am sure that you are going to talk to that Supreme God, and you always try to figure it out the things within yourself. But just a prayer never actually gives you the result which you are looking for, and that is the only reason that faith comes from within. You must know who you are basically, and for that you need to work on your belief system. Belief system is something very important in everyone's life. Belief is something, a self belief is about what do you have, some important beliefs about yourself, your rules, regulations, your assumptions, your understanding about yourself and the world. Because we have been taught so many beliefs since we actually born. In our childhood, we taught that money is not easy to earn. It's not easy to be successful. Don't dream too big so that you can just you can laugh at, or you just been feel bad about yourself when somebody is coming and telling you that you have the most worst idea in your mind and it never going to be achieved, and you find out yourself that you lose the charm and your faith is shaking up, and you feel like that, okay, I don't have a trust on my own dream, and you left out, and you just been out from the game without playing it. You just choose to be resigned without just do your job properly. So faith is something very important part for everyone's life, and faith is giving you a lot of chance to think positively. In my next the important fourth point is all about negative chattering mind, but I'll come to you on that point in the next part only. But let's talk about the faith first. To have a faith, you must understand who you are. You need to know who you are, not with the eyes of others, but with your own eyes. But it does not mean that you must develop the personality disorders, of course. You must understand yourself in a way that who you are means you need to understand your skills, your qualities, your limitations, your weaknesses, your truths, and your lies as well. These all are things you will be able to understand by asking questions every day. Am I doing what am I doing is right or wrong? Whatever I do right now and whatever I want to achieve in my future life, how much difference between these two? What is the distance? Have I able to cut the difference between these two? Is my internal story and my outer world is similar, or am I practicing dual face personality? So be true to yourself is one of the important thing. Once you develop practicing confidence, once you commit yourself, once you become honest with yourself, you yourself is coming with the faith without any practice, without any kind of an hesitation, without any hurdles. Because you develop the natural faith in you, because you know what you are doing is perfectly right. Whatever you have, your goals in your hand, you are definitely gonna achieve it. So practice and have faith in you. I love you guys a lot, and that's why I'm spending lots of my time in preparing all these sessions and all these programs so that I can give you the best, so that you can practice the best in your life and so that you can achieve the best in your life. So this is the fourth point, and this is a very important point for everyone to be understood, and everyone need to learn this in their life. So as a positive psychologist, you need to counter your negative thoughts. You need to counter your negative chattering mind. How would you counter it? This is the most important fourth point to develop the self discipline in your life. Now, your mind is telling you a lots of stories about which is going on in your life surrounding you. Your mind is telling you lots of experiences you already had. Your mind is telling you the past memories, and we can't rely on our memories so clearly, so confidently, because we actually remember those things with the self-fulfilling prophecy. We believed on those memories because we actually fetch only the informations which we want to fetch, but we are not fetching and memorize those things which we don't want to. So it is important while you are having the past resentments. I'm actually going to come very soon with this past resentment, how to deal with the past resentment things. So that you will definitely learn about the past, how to deal with the past resentments, and how to forgive someone, how to forgive the situations and the people in your life. You will definitely learn in my next in coming days, and you may definitely subscribe my channel for that. But the fourth important point is, and let's move swiftly over that, that you are going to have the negative mindset, because out of whole your life, your whole life, if you can just write it on a piece of paper, in a way of spiritual life, in a way of relationship life, in a way of your work life, in a way of your finances, you find that whole 100% life you are dividing in a four part, and out of all four part is absolutely okay, but you have one of the part maybe shake. Say you have some health issues, say you are not meeting your important finances problems. Say you are facing some loss issues since a long time, and still you haven't recovered it. Say you lose your loved one in just a few years back, or maybe you are still feeling that traumatic situation, and your chattering mind is giving you all the time all those memories which makes you feel bad. Your feel good factor is going, the needle moves of the feel good factor from positive direction to the negative direction. So now my important point, and I want to tell you this thing, that if you are becoming a negative, and it's not, I can say, wrong if you are not thinking, if you are not a negative thinker, it is good if you think negative, because once you know that you are a negative thinker, you will be able to achieve your positivity, and you become a positive thinker. So the most important part, when you actually counter your negative thoughts, what will happen? First of all, you will be able to understand there are so many things in my life which is absolutely good, absolutely intact, and which are, those are my blessings of my life. I'm getting my parents. You may count your blessings every day. The three important points, every day you count your three things which is happening to you very good, and slowly, gradually you slowly, gradually you shift your needle from negativity to the positivity. So counter your negative thoughts. Ask yourself, why am I thinking negative? Is this the only way I can think negative? Is this the only chance I can think negative? Or is this the only important, or maybe I can say it is the only, only the way to think negative and get something out of it? And you should follow the answer. You should follow and deliberately select the thought which you really want to thought. Just not only think, but you need to feel it, you need to behave it, and you need to achieve in a way that you actually get to the actual point of your life. I hope you will be able to understand that counter the negative thoughts are very important, because it brings you to the overthinking. And when you actually want to be a self-disciplined person, definitely those negative countering, those negative thoughts came up and knock down, or maybe knock on your door and tells you to be a procrastinator, tells you that prolong the things, tells you and gives you so many excuses, just not do those things. So counter your negative thought process. I hope this is a very important point, and you can journal while you are listening this video. Just journal the important points which I am telling you. First, you need to counter your negative thought process. You can ask yourself that which are the three things which is good in your life, which is happening today and every day. You need to count your blessings, that which are the grateful things you can be for, and you are blessed by it. Like oxygen in our air, you are getting the water, yes, you are getting the sunlight without any charge. You are having the blessed parents, or maybe you have a great family. Maybe you have a great job, that people are jobless right now, and you have a great job to perform. So you have to be feel blessed about that. This is how you can swiftly switch over your negative thought process to a positive thought process. After having the positive thought process, it's not thinking positively. As a positive psychologist, I'm always telling people, only by merely thinking positive won't help you out. I have big article on my website, if you are just following, and I have mentioned the most important point, that just merely thinking positive never helps any person, but you have to feel, you have to behave, and I have given 5 important tips to follow the positive thinking. So let's swiftly go, and let's come to the end of the last important point, and that is about make a choice. Last and the final point I want to discuss with you, and it's all about make a choice. So you learned maybe a lot from this development program, and I have given a lots of information, learning important tools to you, that how you can achieve and learn about the self discipline. So let's talk about, first of all, very important point, and that is about a make a choice. Do you know, every day we are getting, every moment we are getting two choices together, and we have to select any one of out of it. Like, say, if I'm going to ask you in a self development program, that you are putting the lifestyle in a way that you need to follow the pure vegetarian, or maybe pure healthy life standard, or maybe I can say to follow or wake up in the morning, have the exercise for at least for 40-45 minutes and have a journal. If I can say that you are following the routine, you are so self-disciplined that you don't forget to pray before you end up your day. So all these things are asking for a choice. How? Because until it these new habits installed, we have the old habits in our head and we are living our life in a same way. Our body, our mind, and our emotions are bringing us to old habits automatically, and that is the only reason that installing the new habits, always look for the cues, always look for the rewards which we are getting from the new habits. So what will happen when you need to make a choice? You have two choices, whether you rest or whether you procrastinate. So the choice is something when you actually really need to wake up in the morning and going for a gym or maybe for a walk, and your body tells you, let's rest for another 5 minutes, let's rest for another 10 minutes or half an hour, and you find yourself that you are feeling so cozy inside in your room, you are lying in your bed and you don't want to be just move out. And of course, there are the seasons of our body, and whenever you need a rest, of course, you need a rest. I don't mean that you punish yourself every day, and even though you are tired, you should hit the gym floor. But whenever you actually set a different discipline than what you do on a daily basis, your inner impulse is going to shake your emotionality. How? Before you make choice, it gives you one of the very pleasurable thing for a while, and once you select and make a choice on that, afterwards you feel guilty. As I given you an example that in the morning you really need to hit the gym floor, but you feel and you make a choice, just snooze the button of the alarm and you go for bed once again and you wake up an hour late. Afterwards you have a guilt, oh my god, I haven't followed what I have made commitment day before yesterday to myself. So, as you want to be honest with yourself, you really want to be happy in your life, the most important part, you need to make important, silly, small, and very good choices, and that choices which change your life drastically. So, what choice you make every time, that actually gives you so much of confidence. What choice you make every moment is actually giving you the another successful moment. And of course, for every one of us is a self satisfaction comes on the very first line. I hope these 5 important points helps you a lot. And of course, there are so many other points also through which you can learn the self-discipline, which I really wanted to share with you. You may also just go and have visit to my website on which I have mentioned little bit about self-discipline program. If you want me as your psychologist, a positive psychologist, because you want to develop something in your life, you want to actually be happy in your life, or you want to develop a good business, or you want to be a successful professional, or a public speaker, or a writer, or you just want to shake this whole world from your success and within your radiant and blissful personality, you may definitely contact me. And I hope you are getting the answers which you look for, and I am able to give you the little bit, might try to give you the answers of your queries. I hope that you will get from this session. These sessions are very important, these programs are very important. You may definitely share to whom you love most. You may also listen those programs with your loved one, or maybe with your co-worker, or maybe also you can listen these kind of programs with your subordinates as well, which gives not only the positivity to your own life but to someone's life as well. So before you just end up with this program, before you just go for the another program, I would love that you may subscribe this channel, and you may also visit me on my website purvangishukla.com. If you have any query, if you want to really follow me for my regular updates on Instagram, on my social account. You may definitely follow the same. I would love to share all my experiences and my research with you because I love to work for the people. I hope you are all doing well and fine in your life. Talk to you soon. Bye bye.